Hi everyone, this is Giri, lecturer in physics. Welcome to Expertizer Academy. So now we discuss about electric field due to continuous charge distribution and types of the charge densities. What is the relation between types of charge densities and continuous charges? Continuous charges and its distribution. So now we discuss about continuous charge distribution due to electric field and types of charge densities and also difference between what are the charges and what are the distribution in different types of the shapes and the relation between the types of charge densities and electric field. Okay, let's go for that. Look at here, electric field due to continuous charge distribution. Electric field due to continuous charge distribution. So before going to that, look at this diagram. This is the unshaped rigid body. Unshaped or rigid body. Okay, so here q1, q2, q3, three different charges, but it represented in a form of delta q1, delta q2, delta q3 are there. From a distances r1, r2, r3, there is a testing charge at point p and position vectors r1, r2, r3. Okay, at point P, there is a three different types of electric fields: delta E1, delta E2, delta E3. These three electric fields are generated by delta Q1, delta Q2, delta Q3. So this is the information in this diagram. So what is internal concept of this continuous charge distribution? So what is the use of this continuous charge distribution? See the procedure first of all. Divide the charge distribution into small elements, each containing a small charge delta Q. So here you have to calculate the total charge distribution in this body. Before calculate that, you have to separate or minimize the amount of different types of charges, that is delta q1, delta q2, delta q3. So that is the first point. Next, calculate the electric field due to one of these elements at point P. Calculate the electric field due to one of these elements at point P. So at point P, there is a three different types of electric fields because of this q1, q2, q3. Okay. Next, evaluate the total field by summing the contributions of all of the charge elements. Evaluate the total field. Total field. This is similar concept of superposition principle. So at point P there is a resultant electric field, that is delta E. Delta E or total electric field. Delta E is equal to summing the contributions. Summing the contributions means plus, that means delta E1 plus delta E2 plus delta E3, delta E1 plus delta E2 plus delta E3. So finally delta E is equal to delta E1 plus delta E2 plus delta E3. So this is the continuous charge distribution due to the electric field. So the final thing is the use of this continuous charge distribution, particularly a rigid support body, that means unshaped body. There is a so many number of charges will be there. First of all, you have to calculate that total electric field when convert this high amount of charges into small charges. So that is the main thing here. Coming to next concept in this one, that is, what are the types of charge densities? What are the types of charge densities? See here, volume charge density, surface charge density, linear charge density. These are the three different charge densities. These three different charge densities are generated by the charges by using three different shapes of the materials. Three different shapes means one of the shape represent only length, another shape represents length and breadth, another shape represent length, breadth and volume. Sorry, height. So this one represent only length, this one area, this one volume. Okay. Coming to the definition of linear charge density, that symbol is lambda, that is equal to Q divided by L. So what is the meaning of Q? Total charge which is passing through this total L length of the conductor. L length of the conductor. So here the total length of the conductor is L. Suppose you consider here small amount of length, that is dl, that is dl, and small amount of charge, that is dq, and also here the testing charge is placed at point P from r distance of the conductor. Okay, here r cap is the unit vector, so this value is equal to 1. Here the definition is charge per length, charge per length of the conductor, that gives linear charge density. Here dq is equal to lambda into dl, another equation will be there here, that is generated from, at the place of q you have to put the value dq, at the place of l that is dl. So dq is equal to lambda into dl, linear charge density, lambda is equal to q by l, small dq is equal to lambda into dl. So this is generated from this equation. Okay. Coming to surface charge density, this symbol is sigma. The definition of surface charge density, that is equal to charge per area, charge per area. So coming to this diagram, this is the another shape, length and breadth will be there here. Consider one of this small area, from this small area to at P there is a testing charge. The distance between testing charge to the small area is smaller. Here the equation which is converted before that equation, dq is equal to, here dq is equal to lambda into dl, here dq is equal to sigma into dA. This is the surface charge density. Coming to volume charge density, that symbol is rho. Rho is equal to charge per volume. Look at this. This is the unshaped body or rigid body. Here we consider volume based part. Volume based part. At r distance, there is a testing charge at the point P. By using this testing charge, you have to create the electric field. So that is well defined. So here the definition is rho is equal to q by v. You should convert this equation like this before two equations. When you convert these two equations, so like that only dq is equal to rho into dv. Okay. So these are the three different types of the charge densities. Then what is the relation between electric field and these three charge densities? So what is the electric field equation? E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon into q divided by r square. Q divided by r square. When you discuss about the linear charge density and electric field relation at the place of Q, which is at electric field equation. At the place of Q, which is at electric field equation, that means E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q divided by R square. At the place of Q, you have to put that value lambda into dl. So the resultant electric field equation, that is equal to E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into lambda dl divided by R square. At the same time, the relation between electric field and surface charge density and volume charge density. Like this only, you have to keep these values at the place of Q. So this is the relation between charge densities and electric field. Thanks for watching this video. For more videos, visit www.expertiseracademy.com. Thanks again.